This year, men and women both go through a time in their lives when they lose their sex drive. I have a picture of my parents who are right there. Raise your hands. Mom, stand up. Honestly, you weren't here. Dr. Link gave you credit for also being an integrative physician way ahead of his time. He was in solo practice for 45 years. Back then, he would fall asleep in the middle of his pelvic exams because he was so tired doing 5,000 ovaries. That's why we have a big sheet over your leg, so we can take a little nap. But he still took the time to ask what? How's the sex going? He took the time. Fine, Waldo. That's fine, Waldo. We're going to go through 3 things that you can do. Go through psychological issues. Do you have any of those? Physical issues. Do you have any of those sociological issues? Then, what can I do? What can my doctor do? What can I tell my doctor or practitioner to do? Words of the day, libido. We're talking sex drive, being horny, want, and passion. Testosterone is a steroid hormone. Cortisol is a steroid hormone. What exactly happened to Waldo? You have to look at your expectations of you and your partner. There's a lot that goes into a person's personality and what they expect with their sex drive. It comes from our family backgrounds. It comes from our church backgrounds, or maybe non-religious backgrounds. This blends everything into why we lost Waldo. 1966, Masters and Johnson. I always want to call them Procter & Gamble. Who wants to do that? They studied sexual arousal, and they actually mapped it out. It was the sexual response cycle. I'm talking this little lump hill over here. They said it starts from desire, arousal, plateau, and then you have this orgasm, and then resolution. But now, in 2001, the Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology said, forget the hill. It's not like that. It's a circle. Sexual arousal, sexual desire, emotional and physical satisfaction, back to emotional intimacy. And all in here is psychological, biological, sociological factors. We used to be like that. Wow! But sometimes it's that. So what exactly happened to Waldo? So let's look through all these things. This is a lot, but this is telling you how complicated Waldo can be when he gets lost. We're going to go through each of those 3 sections in the next 3 slides. Psychological concerns. Have you had pain the last time you had sex, or maybe someone laughed at you during sex? How about past abuse or trauma? What about societal norms? Maybe your family thought it was bad to want sex or enjoy sex or be horny. Maybe they thought that was a sin or unhealthy. What about depression or life stressors or anxiety? Let's look at the physical concerns. It's surprising we're even alive. How did our parents have sex? Look at all these medical problems that decrease our libido. Hypertension, coronary artery disease. These all decrease Waldo. We don't get sex drive because of all these. Peripheral vascular disease, irritable bowel syndrome, colostomy, paralysis, multiple sclerosis, neuropathies, stroke, fibromyalgia, arthritis, autoimmune disorders, diabetes, thyroid disease, adrenal disorders, prolactinomas, radiation therapy, hormone suppression, pelvic surgery, which causes sometimes nerve damage, hormone imbalance, hormone stealing from the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal gonadal dysfunction, adrenal burnout syndrome. Medications! Look at all these medications that cause low libido. Statins, which lower cholesterol, antidepressants, particularly SSRI stand for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Those are drugs like Prozac, Zoloft, and Paxil. Pain medications, opioids, medical marijuana, alcohol, antihistamines, and many more. How did she get her slide in there? That's Konar Mastiff. She licks my face every morning and I love it. Sociological concerns. What was your upbringing like? Think about it. Did your parents say, a woman who wants sex is a bad woman? What about your partner's perception of sexuality? Maybe he or she doesn't want you to look too sexy. What if your partner no idea what TLC means, except maybe that's a channel on your Dish Network. This is a picture of my brother-in-law, Alex, with his wife, Esther. This is Jack's brother, as you can tell by the shape of their heads, with no neck. They all look the same, all three brothers. What are they doing? They're holding hands. Women need that. So do men. Men need to feel like a king in their house. We need to respect our men, because they did a lot for us. When we were dating, we couldn't get enough of them holding hands. We couldn't get enough of touching their hair. I touch Jack's head how many times a day? As much as I can. Your man needs that touch just as much as you need that touch. They have sex between the ears, just like us. If you don't have TLC, it doesn't happen down there. It happens between the ears. We are whole people. It's like Reese's peanut butter cups. Better together. Chocolate and peanut butter. These 5 pillars of health are your Reese's peanut butter cups. Number 1, sleep. Number 2, diet. Number 3, exercise. Number 4, nutritional supplementation. Number 5, hormone optimization. We're going to go through each of them in the next slide. Sleep. So you want Waldo to come back? Get 7 to 9 hours a night. You want Waldo to come back? Get your eggs in your diet like he said. Great cholesterol. Doesn't cause harm to your heart, and it's healthy fats that you can get into your diet. Activity, strength training. Get those little light weights out or whatever you like to do for strength training. It maintains lean muscle mass and increases testosterone. Nutritional supplementation. Those 4 micronutrients are good for everybody every day. Magnesium, selenium, zinc, and chromium. Hormone optimization. Test your hormones. You have to replace the hormones that we lack. Our bodies can only make stress hormone or steroid hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone, but they can't do both at the same time. So take an audit of your life. Get rid of stressors that you can, so that you can make more hormones and have Waldo back. Nutritional optimization can be done many ways. These are IV nutrients. Dr. Carrie Vaughn. Hey, Carrie, give it a shout at the back. Look back there. She has IV nutrients in her office. So does our office. We work together. Integrative physicians are not competitive. We want you to be well. So if your gut is inflamed, you're going to get even less than the amount of vitamins that you're taking in. It cannot absorb your vitamins, no matter how expensive those vitamins are. In a healthy person, you only absorb 60 to 80% of the vitamins that you took this morning. If you get IV nutrients at Dr. Vaughn's office or our office, you get 100%. And people just walk off the street or office. Some of them want to do it before they go out and party because it's called a hangover or pre-party IV. Some want it for like what Dad needed. He had so many anti-rejection drugs, so many surgeries, that his body just cannot absorb anything without throwing up for a while, so we started it on him. So he was able to get nutrients and heal and get stronger. So, what if you've taken care of all those 5 pillars that we talked about, and you still can't find Waldo? Why don't you try eating these? Cloves. Why don't you put some in the apple juice, put it in a microwave, drink it. Cinnamon. It's a precursor to making testosterone. Add it to your coffee. Beets. Beets are great because they have cardiovascular benefits. They help us produce nitric oxide, which opens up arteries everywhere. So in your appendages, hint, hint, hint. So if you want blood flow down there, go to your store and get some beets. Bee pollen. Bee pollen can be sprinkled in your smoothies. They're kind of got a little waxy kind of feel to them, so it helps with increasing testosterone. Horny goat weed. I want to say that all day. Horny goat weed. Horny goat weed. It boosts testosterone. And pumpkin seeds. So, what if you're like, you know what, you're boring me. I've got the squeaky vagina because it's dry. Help me with my vagina. Why don't you eat these? Fruits, berries, chocolate. Yeah. Beans, fish, chicken, sunflower seeds, flaxseed. All these help with vaginal dryness. The next thing, L-arginine. Don't take this one if you have kidney disease. It can raise your blood pressure, so you don't want to do that with kidney disease. Vitamin D3, 2,000 international units a day with fish oil and calcium citrate. can help with vaginal dryness. Vaginal D3 suppositories, put them in your vagina. Every hole in our body is very useful. 1,000 international units a day for 8 weeks. Lube. Which lube is best? There's water-based, oil-based, silicone-based. I put silicone-based the largest because that's preferred by more women. It's less irritating with prolonged intercourse. Get a vibrator! A vibrator? The one I use on my back's really big. No, we're talking little tiny slender. They come in all sorts of sizes, all the way from $15 up to $180. All we want is moisture. What creates moisture in our vagina? 2 things: a healthy blood flow and shearing stress. Shearing stress means something moving or sexual arousal. So you need to put that vibrator in, make sure it's battery operated, get a good book, because you need that in your vagina for 15 minutes a day to create moisture. What? I gave you all those tools, you did all that cycles health, you ate all the clothes you can, you still have no libido, don't give up. What about Viagra? Well, it's not as effective for us as women for increasing libido unless you are on those antidepressants I talked about. If you are on an antidepressant, which is an SSRI, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, and you have sexual dysfunction because you're on that, Viagra can help. Another drug that can help if you're on the SSRI antidepressants is bupropion. Sustained release, 300 milligrams a day. What? Still no libido? Oh my goodness. Don't give up. Go online, type in hypoactive sexual desire disorder, or HSDD. It sounds like one of our State Departments here in Jeff City, doesn't it? HSDD. It'll come with a little personal survey you can take in your own privacy, your own home, and see if you have that. If you think you might, go to see a doctor, feel comfortable, say, I took this online assessment. I think I might have hypoactive sexual desire disorder. If you're like me, the first patient that came to me, I go, you know what, I've never heard of it, let me check it out. We've all got computers in our office, we're very happy to learn things. If they rule out all the psychological concerns, physical concerns, sociological concerns, and you do purely have that, there are 2 drugs that help. Vyleesi is a telemedicine ordering company that you can get. You give yourself a sub-Q injection at home. It helps you get into sex more. Or Adii. A lot of people don't like that. You have to go to the doctor, get a prescription from the doctor, and you can't drink alcohol with Adii. Okay, what if you have painful intercourse because your vagina, the minute something touches it, just tightens up? This is a real problem for some women. It's called vaginismus or vulvodynia. Doctors in the past, and it's proven to help, have cut off the skin of the vagina completely to help. But what if you don't want that? Well, ask your doctor if they're comfortable with injecting botulinum toxin inside that muscle on both sides where I drew those arrows. I put this picture in because you think we're just advertising the O-Shot to make money, but we do believe in it. This is how I look before I do a PAP or an O-Shot. My patients absolutely love it. There's even like a little setting for the strobe light. I think it's for the campers that got lost, because I bought it online on Amazon. So I think, well, you got a disco going down there while I'm doing your pap smear. This is how I look before I do O-Shots. O-Shots are very important because what if you're one of these people? Let's think. I want to enjoy my orgasms more, increase my Waldo, fix my urinary incontinence, treat my lichen sclerosis, treat my interstitial cystitis, fix my erectile dysfunction, increase the length of my penis. But you don't want surgery. Go to these 2 websites, www.oshot.com, www.privateshot.com, and read why this works. We're using your own blood, the platelet-rich plasma, to increase the size of your penis, to help you get into sex more, to help interstitial cystitis and lichen sclerosis. This is real stuff, and we love doing it because it helps women. There are 2 places in Jeff City that do this, Genesis Laser and Vein, and also our office. And if you go to those 2 websites, you'll find people properly trained in doing those 2 things. Now you have the power that your expectation is the same as your reality.